all staying safe and well, and welcome to the Film and TV channel. And we have a film review today. We're going to have a look at, a family film, a children's film, but it's certainly has a few little moments for adults to enjoy as well, this one. So we're going to talk about Peter Rabbit 2, or Peter Rabbit the Runaway today, whichever it's known as in your territory. It might just be Peter Rabbit 2 or Peter Rabbit the Runaway. Please, we're going to have a look at that today. Please, if you're new to the channel, push that subscribe button. I do these little information vlogs and review vlogs on films and TV dramas, lots of different things. If you check the playlist, and if you enjoy, please push that notification button as well. It'll be fantastic. If you do check my playlist, you'll see stuff on Manchester City as well, my football team. I do City history, City present, City quizzes, City magazine vlogs, lots of different things, everything City as well. So if that's of any interest, have a look at that. Or you know somebody might be interested, please point it in my direction. I'll be very grateful. Otherwise, don't worry about it. This is the Film and TV channel today, so we're going to have a look at that. If you need any followers or friends on Facebook and Twitter, just check the links on screen and follow and friend me. And I do check every 2 or 3 days and follow and friend everyone back on there. So we reciprocate with that. And all comments are very welcome on this film, or anything to do with Peter Rabbit, or anything you want to talk about on films and TV. Please leave your comments. And if you've no time for a comment, if you enjoy what I try and do here with these little vlogs, please give us a little thumbs up. It's always nice to get views, but it's nice to get thumbs up as well. It's very much appreciated. Right, so we're going to look at Peter Rabbit 2, The Runaway, we'll call it. Hour and 33 minutes, about an hour, 83, 84 minutes runtime on this one. It has been done in 3D as well. I didn't watch the 3D version, but obviously it's a live action computer animated comedy film directed by Will Gluck and written by Patrick Burley and Gluck himself. And of course, it's a sequel. I haven't seen the original, I'll admit that now. This sequel to the 2018's Peter Rabbit, and is based on the stories, of course, of Peter Rabbit, created by Beatrix Potter, whichever way. The film stars the voices of James Corden, obviously as the main title character in this, Peter, alongside Rose Byrne, Dom Honor Gleeson and David Oyelowo in the live action roles in this, and the voices of Elizabeth Debicki, Margot Robbie and many others. The film was released theatrically by Sony under its Columbia Pictures label in Australia on March the 25th, so they've had a sort of a chance to watch this, 2021, as have I. I'm not in Australia, I'm in the UK. A release in the United States on July the 2nd, and a release in officially sort of theatrically and well wide in the United Kingdom on May the 21st. So you have to, a little bit to watch this yet, but yeah, I hope you'll should enjoy this, hopefully, when you do watch it, if you like a little animated adventure film. What's it about? Well, Bea and Thomas, obviously, I think we're in the original, actually get hitched in this one. And they've all created a little makeshift family with all the little creatures. But despite his best efforts, Peter can't seem to shake off his mischievous reputation. Naughty boy. Adventuring out the garden, Peter finds himself in a world where his mischief is appreciated. Yeah, a bit of Oliver in this, a bit of going to the big city and meeting a little bit of a rogue. But when his family risks everything to come looking for him, Peter must figure out what kind of bunny he wants to be. There you go. Well, we all know it turns out well, obviously. I watched the trailer on this. I watched the trailer after I watched the film, as I do most times. Yeah, it was a nice trailer. I mean, if you watch the trailer, you sort of get a couple of the sort of scenes that made me smile and appealed to me anyway. But yeah, I'll give the trailer 6.5 out of 10. I think it's a good standard trailer. Just sort of tells you on the tin what's inside, doesn't it? Is it any good? Well, there's not many scores at the moment. Rotten Tomatoes have only given it a 56% positivity rating, which isn't fantastic, but there's only been 15 critics scores left, and that's 9 fresh and 6 rotten, so not a total disaster. Internet Movie Database, it's scoring 7.3 out of 10. That's Joe Public, that's you and me, but again, a very low figure, only based on 53 actual scores and reviews left. Metacritic, there's nothing on there at all. I think there's 3 have been left, but obviously not enough to actually come up with a rating as yet. Art Van Delay on the 25th of March 2021, one of the Internet Movie Database users, wrote "Quality children's film" as his header and went on to say, "I really enjoyed this movie, probably as much as I enjoyed the first one." There you go, well, not everyone did. I would argue that it was a bit more childish, unrealistic than the first one, although that doesn't really matter. Unrealistic? Speaking animals? Surely not. Overall, I thought it was a great film with some good voice actors, absolutely, and live action actors, absolutely indeed, almost. Music and a nice story. I also love the adult jokes and the breaking of the fourth wall. It's not anything especially outstanding, but very good nonetheless. I would recommend this film to anyone who enjoyed the first one or likes talking animal movies. Well, there you go. So my little views, as I said, I've not seen the first one, so I can't compare, but it did get a little bit mixed response. I think overall it scores about 6.6 out of 10, which is not a total disaster. That's not a bad score for this sort of film. I do have to assume that it didn't sort of please the Beatrix Potter purists, this sort of film, because let's face it, this is if the original was anything like this sequel, it's possibly a million miles away from the original written works. Of course, there is a little nod to it in this actual film as well, so that's quite cleverly done, if you like. It is sort of putting the link together between the more sedate pace of the Potter books and this film, for instance. There's a bit of a sort of play on it anyway. You'll see it if you watch the film, you'll understand what I'm talking about. That said, I did really enjoy this. I mean, I think today's kids would like it. I'm sure they would, whether they enjoy the original books or not. Obviously, it's a bit funny, a bit more humour in it, obviously. And I'm not a James Corden fan by any means, by a million miles. But I think he's a perfect voice for our rabbit hero, actually, in this. I think he does a really good job. And as are all the animal voice actors. I think all of them suit the characters they're playing. The creatures they're playing. As far as the humans, yeah, I mean, there's three main humans in it, in this, and Domhnall Gleeson, I'm afraid, I found him a little bit annoying, both in his role and both as an actor himself. I don't know. I did look at the gentleman. I can't think where I've seen him before, but obviously I did find him a little bit annoying in this. But it was more than compensated for by David Oyelowo, who is absolutely excellent, and Rose Byrne, who's wonderful as well. They sort of more than make up for Domhnall Gleeson, as I said, who I didn't really like very much in this from a character point of view, from an actor point of view. But he was only a very minor blip in my opinion. Yeah, at the 84 minutes, it does pack a lot in, and although some of the action scenes, certainly towards the end of the film, seem a little bit rushed and unexciting. I mean, you know, it's a sort of trying to build some sort of tension and excitement at the end, and fun, of course, but it doesn't quite work. They all seem a little bit rushed at the end, but overall the humour and the story make up for it throughout. As I said, that's only a very small element of the film, again, that I was thought was a little bit weak, as though they'd rushed out and run out of ideas of how to do certain things. But again, it's only a minor quibble. I did sort of enjoy it. I mean, there's great on-screen chemistry between the humans and the characters, and the CGI and animation is very, very good. As I said, there is a 3D version. I've not watched that, but I'd imagine that'll be excellent to watch. But I've no complaints with the animations, the animation and CGI on this. It all sort of melts together pretty well. Also, you don't really see the join as such. It's very, very good. Yeah, and it is one of those films, I think the critic that IMDB reviewer before said it, didn't he? It is one of those that grown-ups will appreciate as well, because there'll be stuff that kids will miss that grown-ups will pick up on, as far as humour and comments and looks and glances and things not said on the film, you know, if you watch the film, and obviously what's said, not said between the creatures, etc. So, yeah, it does appeal to adults as well as the kids, so that's great. That's what it's all about with these sort of films. I mean, there's nothing worse than taking your kids to watch a film and being bored out of your skull. At least there's enough in this to actually keep adults sort of entertained as well. So yeah, I like it. As I said, would I go back and watch the first one to compare? Probably not. I'd like to compare it. I'd like to see if it is better. It's always nice to have a better sequel than an original, isn't it? But yeah, but I enjoyed this. So obviously the original's better than this, but as I said, some of the scores I've seen are not very complimentary, so I have to assume this is perhaps a little bit livelier and a little bit funnier and better than the original. But yeah, having said that, it is one of the best live action animation films I've seen for a long while. I've seen a couple of good total animated films recently, but not live action and animated. I've not seen a reasonable one for, I can't remember when, to be honest with you. I'd have to really think about it. There's nothing that springs to mind. And if in all honesty, the grandkids, if it shows in the cinema, I'll say the cinemas are reopening, aren't they, on May the 17th here in the UK? So they're going to have it on the big screen. I'd gladly watch it again with the grandkids. I'd gladly go and watch this again. I did enjoy it. I'd probably pick up things, and like you do in some of these films as an adult, you probably pick up things you might have missed as well first time round, which is all well and good. So there you go. My score, I'm going to give it a good solid 7 out of 10, which is not a bad score for me. As you know, that's almost a 9 out of 10 for other people, giving something a 7 out of 10. But yeah, I'm going to give this a 7 out of 10. The posters, there's a couple been up there on screen, haven't they, as we've been doing this. The posters are right. I mean, ideal, obviously, for kids' bedrooms, aren't they? They're superb. So, but I'm not going to give the poster more than the film, because I think the film is a worthy winner today if it was a film poster battle. So I'll give the poster 6.5 out of 10, so similar to the trailer mark I gave early on. So there you go. Film 7 out of 10, very good. Let me know if you get to watch this, or you're looking forward to watching this, or you've managed to get an early look at an early copy, which obviously some people do, like myself. Then just let me know what you think, or when you do watch it, whenever it comes out, May, or when you get it on your particular streaming site, etc. Just let me know what you think. But I was quite impressed with Mr. Peter Rabbit. I think he's excellent, and if you spotted the eagle-eyed amongst you there, I would have spotted the Taylor Peter Rabbit there. Quite an old one, that one. I'm not sure what year this was put out, copyright, but yeah, that's been knocking around for a while. So look, 19... No, I can't see a date on this one, but it's quite an old one, nicely done. So you'd probably say the eagle-eyed amongst you would have probably seen that. Where's Peter? There we go. There's our hero, obviously. Fantastic. Lovely book, fantastic. I say, but a million miles away from the film, honestly, obviously. Anyway, thanks for watching. What we're going to do the rest of the day, have a great one. Look after yourselves, look after your friends, look after your families. More importantly, let's all look after each other. Until we meet here again on the Film and TV channel, or perhaps you have a flit across, have a look at my Citizen channel, my football channel, wherever it is. All I ever ask is please stay safe, everyone. Thanks for watching. Bye for now.